Oh yeah, you hit the button and I got a cop like immediately.
Oh yeah,
Well,
works every time.
hey everybody, we are live once again. Who all have we got with us? Speak up so I can at least say hello. And we got at least four people out there. I'm probably one of them included. So who else we got with us? An everyday Canadian is in the house.
Hey, everyday Canadian. Just found out that the Death Nuts are getting sent to Canada in case you wanted to try those.
Other Rob is in the house. Hey Blum, how you doing tonight?
So Bloomberg, I encourage everybody to get in on the Death Nut Challenge.
Yeah, except me.
Now you
Mr.
should try it
Chat.
again.
Huh?
You should try it again.
No. Mr. Chad is in the house. Hey, Chad, how you doing this fine evening? Brian's in the house. Says, hey guys. Hi, Brian.
Oh, hey Brian, my chat must be delayed.
An everyday Canadian says, I still need to try the Death Nuts. Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you. But I'm going to let them go. I
They weren't
swear it.
that bad.
Huh?
They weren't that bad.
Lord Cognus. Noob to the channel here.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? What's up? Uh, let's see. Noob to the channel here. Well, welcome to the channel. You can be a noob all you want. It won't take long before you're a veteran. uh, Paul Surprenant. Hello, he says.
What's up, Paul?
Mm. So that's a nice start for that thing, and gotta excuse the sunlight here. It'll go down eventually, but I might end up moving over here to stay out of it. So just kind of bear with me and don't laugh about it too much.
Yeah, it's actually late here, but no sun.
So I got a question for Chad. Mr. Chad, when you were doing the pepper fishing one with the live stream, I missed it. I watched it afterward. But were the fish actually eating the peppers? Or were they just going after the bright color of it? Because I don't know if they can smell it, but I don't know. It just seems very unusual to me, you know?
Probably the color.
That's what I was thinking. You know, somebody said that if you take and put the gum wrapper, the aluminum foil out, and put that on the hook, and leave a little bit hanging, that the way it shimmers, the fish will go after it and eat it. Yes, they ate the pepper off several times.
Dang.
Hopefully, they don't have capsaicin reflectors or receptors. Lord Cognitus, oh Lord, the sun. Here in Louisiana, we refer to that as the Great Ball of Searing Misery. Yeah, but
So
up here in Minnesota, it only got up to like 85 today.
that's what we're calling it today. That thing was freaking hot. Like 7 o'clock until 5 o'clock, I was just sweating profusely.
Okay, what did I somehow screwed my screen up. Hang on a second here.
Yeah, we broke 100 here too. It's been breaking 100 for the last couple weeks here, actually. Well, I would complain, but I only complain about the cold, so
Only.
only. I can't complain about the hot if I complain about the cold. I can't be one of those like wishy-washy people where I'm complaining about the hot in the summer and then complain about the cold in the winter.
You don't want to live in Minnesota then, because in Minnesota, nobody is happy. It could either be 10 degrees warmer, 10 degrees colder. And all summer long, we complain that it's too hot and want winter, and all winter, we complain that it's too hot and want summer. Spring and fall, it's either too hot or it's too cold. Just depends on
Yeah,
what time you ask somebody.
I refuse to be that guy.
Lord Cognus, we broke 100 today with 75% humidity. Yeah, we did that a week ago Tuesday.
So
Well, we
it's
hit 96, the heat index was like 109. Susie's in the house. Damn, forgot the live stream was on. Long weekend here. Cool.
all that ghost pepper hot sauce she's been eating.
Hmm. Uh, I'm just gonna say kindness. Whereabouts? I'm in southern Minnesota, if that's what you're asking. Paul says, sorry to hear that, Cognis. Susan says, how's everyone? Hi, Cade. Good. Okay, Brian. It's really neat with the light coming through. Certain ways you turn your head, you can see a spot on the door where it goes all the way through like a flashlight. Yeah. Ah. Plum says I love the cold better, but I like the gardening aspect of summer. Yeah, I'd rather have the heat of summer than the cold of winter,
Same
especially here.
here. You get to wear less clothes.
Uh, Cognis says, luckily I live in Cochita River Valley. It's hot, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Cool. Brian says, Chad, love the pepper eating fish video. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Too bad it was so short. Well, I guess 15 minutes is long for Chad, but yeah, that was a good video. I was surprised it worked. Ah, I like summer fishing a lot, but sometimes I feel like winter can be better for fishing if you can find them. A lot more species active in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, in the wintertime, they start smelling bad a lot longer. Or in the wintertime, I mean.
Mm.
Like you have your own cooler without a cooler. Nice, Susie. I really hope you made a video about that.
Okay, I need to know what the ghost pepper sauce is.
She made her own ghost pepper sauce. She's trying to build up her tolerance.
Instant regret? Maybe you shouldn't have done a whole shot of it then.
She was trying to be like Russ last Thursday on the Bat and Bear show, doing that whole shot of Reaper hot sauce.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, I wouldn't be doing that if it's a first taste. Even Batman said that teaspoon or that tablespoon, whatever he had, was hot. I can imagine what Russ was going through if Batman's saying it's hot too.
I tried to talk him into doing it on Friday on the live stream, but he wanted nothing to do with that.
Cognis says, yep, it's time to start working on this year's tolerance.
That's what I've been doing, using the Crimson Blaze.
Well, the only pepper plant I have that's worth anything right now is my scorpion. You know, everything else is under 6 inches tall and just not growing. It's just ridiculous.
Susie's are taking off. Got pods all over.
Yeah. Well, one of my ahis, I've gotten 3 pods off of it so far, but they're only like an inch and a half long. So they're real small ones, but then the plant's only about 12, 14 inches tall. But it's leggy. I am deciding that I don't like those LED lights by themselves. They were growing better under the fluorescence than they are under these LEDs that I have now.
That's what I thought too. That's why I didn't even bother trying to get a lot of them under the LEDs. I just put the two in the kitchen, the Reaper and the Mako, under it. Everything else was under fluorescence. I don't know if they do, but they seem to be growing a lot better that way. They stay short and,
Yeah, they're
actual
not
pepper.
stretching for the light. Like all of my lemon drops are leggy. They started out fine, but when the LEDs went in, it was like they were trying to grow and grow and grow, and I didn't have them too high. And all reflective walls, and it was nice and bright in there, every square inch of it. But
Well,
I don't know.
ahis in general tend to be leggy or look leggy, just the way they grow. Like
Yeah,
every single one of my ahi mango, jabito, lemon, sugar rush. Well, not the sugar rush. They stayed short and bushy, but all the rest of the ahis, they're tall and leggy. There's ahi mango, 4 of them that I have. They're like almost up to my nipples. They're huge, and they're not even that bushy.
Yeah, because the ahi lemon drops that I had growing last year were about 3 foot wide bushes. In the 5 gallon bucket, they were standing about 5 feet tall, and I was pulling 20, 30, sometimes 40 peppers off it every other day. That's how I have so much ahi lemon drops. But this year, I'm going to be lucky if I get any. Blum says it's always time to work on tolerance. That's why you make powders, so they last all winter long. I don't know what any of them are, though, laughing my backside off. They are all grown differently. Yeah. At this point, the labels mean nothing.
They will as soon as you start getting those pods. Not only that,
Yeah.
just look at pods and be like, "Oh, that's a whatever," and that's a whatever.
All right. Last couple of comments I'm not reading.
That was
uh,
my latest video.
I know, but I'm going to leave the subject alone. Agnes says, just got into peppers, super hots in particular, last year. Haven't tried the ahi peppers. Ahi peppers generally are pretty mild, but very flavorful.
Yeah, they're great. They tend to be like half as hot as a habanero, so they still have some heat, but they usually have some really good fruity taste.
Yeah. At least I got an order in with Dave for lemon drops this year. So I'll have enough for the winter.
Stop. Jesus, man. Jeez.
Even Devi has an opinion on it, doesn't she?
She keeps hearing the neighbors slamming their trunk and stuff like that, and then she freaks out.
Yeah, but Cognis and Susie are both in for a new addiction. Hot stuff. It's a good addiction, mind you.
I think I'm only 3 years strong so far. Or is this my third year? Or is this my fourth? I can't remember. But once you start, you don't stop.
It just grows bigger and bigger, especially when you get the plants to grow bigger and bigger and you want more and more. And yeah, I eat at least one thing that's hot every day.
Yeah, and then you start trading seeds that you have with other people, and then next thing you know, you look like Charles, where you got like 200 plants going.
Oh, his last update, I'm like, it's that big already? Come on to the next one. It's that big already? Or like that white tie. I couldn't believe the amount of pods that he's got on that thing. And he could probably go in there, pull 30, 40 off, and go back in the house, come back and pull another 20, 30 maybe. I know that's exaggerating, but
That's how those things grow. They just pop off pods like crazy.
yeah, I had a white tie planted with the original batch of 96, but unfortunately they didn't survive the cold. Ah,
Oh, well, Susie hasn't had one ripen yet, so I guess ghost pepper would be her favorite.
or her hottest, yeah.
Well, favorite, hottest, yeah, all the same.
Yeah, the one grocery store usually carries habaneros. And every time I've gone in there for like the last 5, 6 times, that slot sits there open with nothing in it. Went in the other day, and now the slot's gone.
Just gave up on it altogether.
Oh, it's like I would see them in there, and I thought, I'll get them next time. Then they're gone. You know, come in another time. Oh, I should get some. Ah, they'll have them. And I did that twice, and each time right after that they were gone, and now they don't have them back.
We have a ton of Hispanic people around here, so they usually have the habaneros nice and stocked. Matter of fact, my very first year growing super hots, I was watching everybody else making hot sauce and stuff. So I went down over there and grabbed like I think 20 habaneros. I think it cost me like a dollar 80 or something for like 20 habaneros, and I made a habanero hot sauce. It sucked.
Gage is in the house. Hey, Gage, welcome. He's asking, where's the mini boxes of Who's on Live? When it's just the two of us, Gage, that it just switches back and forth. Only when there's three or more does it have the boxes down below.
There it goes.
So for those that don't know, I'm Rob. That's Rev.
What's up, Gage?
Uh, well, the Pepper Buds came by today and did some weeding around the house for me today. That was cool of them. Cogna says, I love a good boot. Tried a couple of yellow reapers, wasn't a fan of the taste. Yeah, reapers are more for the heat, not the taste.
But boots are good.
Yeah, they get a nice flavor to them. For
Yeah.
about, what, 2 seconds?
Nah, they've got a taste for a while. That's about my average right there. But I like the peach ghost. It's not even as hot as a ghost. It's I think a ghost to like a million, and I think peach ghost is like 800,000, seven
Yep.
hundred thousand.
Yeah, when I looked it up, I saw 800,000 too, right in the 800,000 range. Chet says, my Sugar Rush Peaches, or my Sugar Rush Peach has blooms. Cool.
Oh yeah, before you know it, you'll have tons of pods, and that's when the waiting game starts.
I've never tried one of those, and last year Reb kept saying he was going to send me one and send me one and send me one, and he ate them all.
Hmm,
Just admit it, you ate them all.
I did. Well, I had a whole pile of them on there, but they froze right at the end of the year. I had like probably a good 100 pods on there, but they didn't make it. Like every year, I know there's a freeze coming. I know I could go out there, snip all the pods off, bring them inside, and hopefully they'll ripen a little bit. Nope, never do it. I never believe the freeze is actually going to come.
Yeah. Celestial Peppers. What's up, everyone? So, Celestial Peppers is in the house. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to our little show, our big show. We call it a big show?
Well, that's a good question there, Gage.
Actually fermented pure ghost and kept them in, kept the placenta. That's the sauce. Cool. Where's Russ and his friend Mr. Serpent's Head? I agree. That's a good question.
Oh, Susie, a few years ago, I posted something on the Pepper Lovers community that it was an article about super hots versus non super hots. And they were saying that non super hots have all the heat in the placenta. And that's like mainly where the oil is, and that's where the heat comes from. And that's mainly in the placenta. So you're like habaneros and below. Well, I don't know. It might be a little bit above, might be a MOA Scotch bonnet and below or something like that. But non super hots, the oil resides mainly in the placenta. Then the article said that with super hots, the oil, it doesn't matter about the placenta because the oil is everywhere. It's all over the walls of the pepper itself. And that's why they tend to be so bumpy and wrinkly and everything. Because if you would iron out one of those peppers, it actually would be a much bigger pepper, and that's where all the oil is hiding on a super hot. So placenta on a super hot really doesn't matter that much, according to that article. I don't know for sure, but what's up, Charles? Having
I,
fun at work? We're
I was
thinking
just going
about
to
you.
say, whoops, sorry. I was gonna say Charles is in the house, but he's not in the house, or he's not on screen, but he's in the house because he's working, doing the working thing, man. At least that's what he says he's doing. Mm-hmm. Help you out harvesting peppers or something.
We're still waiting on Russ, Charles. That seems to be the question of the moment.
Russ, where are you? Yeah.
Oh, admit it, Charles. You love it. You're always telling us about how much you love being at your job, and if only you could be there like a few extra hours each week, it would make your whole week.
Yeah, go from 8, 10 hour days to 10, 12 hour days. Cubman says, yeah, that last ghost I got into last year was full of oil. It was wonderfully horrible.
Oh yeah, all of the
Wonderfully
super
warm.
huts, all the super huts I've ever done. When you cut into them, there's oil all over the knife. It's all over the walls, everywhere. Like a couple of the pods I had, it was actually dripping out of the pod. It's usually
Much
the
that those things off and on all day, but that one pepper, right? Yep.
It's always all good until that one pepper comes along. Mine was the Brazilian brain strain. Insert Susie laughing.
Well, it's like sitting there eating shishitos, right? You're taking julienne up and a little bit of ranch dressing, and you're dipping away at it, and all of a sudden you take a bite out of one, and it's like 10 times hotter than it's supposed to be, or what you used to, and it's like, whoa!
Yeah, my very first year I ever grew anything. Well, nah, I guess I grew my entire life, but my very first garden that nobody helped me with, I grew sweet peppers or sweet banana peppers. And I was like, this is gonna be great. I love banana peppers. I like them on burgers or whatever. So I had my very first couple that ripened up, and I pulled that thing off of the plant. I'm like, I'm gonna eat this thing right in the garden, which is like one of my favorite things to do with like peas or beans or anything like that. I took a bite of that thing. I swear to this day, it was one of the hottest things I've ever had. But it was just the same thing. You luck of the draw. One of them not hot at all. Another one, holy cow. Plus, I wasn't into hot stuff really at the time. So, what's up, Paula?
Paula's in the house. Hey, Paula.
Cage's wake up pepper was a butch tea. I've never had a butch tea on its own, but I had a butch tea crossed with Douglas. That had some heat. I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe that was one of the ones where I ate it. It wasn't like too hot or anything, but whenever there were tears coming down my face, they were burning my face as they were coming down. What's up, Aaron?
Aaron's in the house. Hey, Aaron. Chad. Got my first hot shishito. Very nice surprise. Yeah, so now you have the experience that we're talking about. Hmm.
Jeez.
The pot I got from Matt was hot.
And Lord says Butch Taylor lives an hour or two away. Heck yeah, make a trip over there. What's up, Batman?
Gotta say it. Batman's in the house.
That's right. Happy Canada Day there, all my Canuck friends.
Hmm.
What was it? Oh man, I just saw the tweet. Was it 215 years? Is that what it was?
Well, that's me.
I saw it on Twitter.
7 pot times Reaper times unknown chocolate.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'd say that could be hot.
The 7 pot sounds cool. The Reaper sounds cool. It's just that chocolate part that, ugh. 151. Nah, I was way off. I knew there was a 1 and a 5 in there.
Batman. 151 years.
Everybody jumped on that too, Aaron and Susie. Susie, I saw your favorite prime minister was in the news too.
Oh, don't get her started.
It wasn't about his socks either.
Don't get her started.
Wait, did you have the day off, Susie? That would be cool.
Yeah, she said it was an extended weekend at the beginning.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Well, she said mail wasn't delivered today. I didn't know if she didn't have to work too.
I think the chocolate was a bootla. Okay. Gage, I just killed the jerk with barbecue. I don't know where that one came from.
Susie's enjoying my comments. So,
Uh,
Charles, that was a 7-pot, a Reaper, and a chocolate bootla. That's some pretty hot contenders there. Ouch.
yeah. Papa was very enjoyable. And says it wasn't me making the Trudeau remark this time.
Absolutely not. That was
It's
all
Caribbean jerk
me.
sauce. Okay. Oh, Gage, I just killed the jerk with barbecue. Okay. So must have finished off the bottle. I'm taking it with the barbecue. That makes sense. Okay. G. Rasta jerk sauce. Okay.
Sounds good. Anything barbecued sounds good.
So if anybody out there has some of the King Star Lemon Starburst peppers that they want to send through the mail to somebody, I know somebody will take them. And yes, I'm joking. Don't take me seriously.
Everybody loves those lemon starburst.
Have you had one yet?
Nah.
Uh, Something to look forward to if you can get somebody to send you one or grow your own. Are you growing them?
Am I? No. I have the Kang Star white tie.
Okay.
I think Charles has them.
Charles definitely has the lemon starburst. I think he said he's got 2 or 3 or 4 plants.
And he's got enough Kang Star plants to make an entire video about. I know that much.
Yeah, do you want 1 or 2 or 3?
What, the one you were talking about with the 7-pot Reaper and chocolate bootlow? Nah. But if you're talking about lemon starburst, sure.
Lord says, chocolate bootleg's got a buddy growing a bunch of those. I'm a little intimidated. I am. I've tasted them. I didn't like it. It was hot. Hot. Yeah, hot. Charles, that would be 8, sir. I stand corrected. Yeah, it's 8 lemon star, yeah, starburst growing. Chocolate bootlegs are no joke. No, they aren't. Lemon starburst, yes. I don't ever want to taste another chocolate bootleg as long as I live.
If anybody out there is growing a chocolate bootlow that they would like to send to Rob, get up with me. I'll give you his address.
No. If I got one, it would go directly into the dehydrator. There would be very little stopping in between, and definitely no pod tasting with that one. Powder taste, I can do. Like Celestial Pepper says, burned my insides all night.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you thought that was fun, you should get the Death Nut Challenge. Some people, it burned their inside all night long.
And one person in particular couldn't eat for 4 days afterward.
Not me. I ate like crazy. What's up, Jenny? Yeah.
Jenny O'Brien is in the house. Howdy, howdy.
Yes, Chad, you heard that correctly.
Chad, you forgot the word doesn't between he and wants. Just a minor typo there, but we'll just correct it that way. It should read, I just heard Todd say he doesn't want another Puma. Mr. Russ, you're sideways.
Hello,
Speak of
I
the
don't know what the
devil.
heck happened. What happened? What happened? Hold on.
Aaron says, I think I'm going to be doing the Death Nut Challenge on Russ's channel in the upcoming future. Uh-oh. Hey,
Sweet.
Russ, how you doing?
All right. Sorry I'm late.
No, you're not.
I had an impromptu dinner engagement. I had some issues with the appraisers I had to take care of. Sorry.
That's
Man.
all good.
Man, it's bright over there.
What?
I said, man, it's bright over there. Not in a bad way. It's just, it's light out over there still.
Oh, yeah.
It's so crazy.
Wait a little bit.
It's pitch black here.
What's up, Susie? How you doing?
That's
Rob,
it.
Rev, how you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Yeah, doing all right.
Other
We're trying
Rob?
to talk me into chocolate bootless again, and I keep saying no, but nobody's paying attention. So
Weird
I'll
how
say
that
it again.
works like that.
I'll say no. You want to send me lemon starbursts? I'll say yes. I'll eat those. Huh? Chocolate bootless.
There you go, Charles. There's your in. Send him a chocolate bootlo with a couple of lemon starbursts. Make it the condition. You got to eat one before the other.
You just had to give him the idea, didn't you?
Of course.
I'm off tomorrow, Charles.
So, Russ, have you done the chocolate bootly yet?
No, I have not.
Did you do the serpent's head yet?
No, I still got that bad boy right here.
Oh, so you brought it with you so you could do it tonight then?
Yeah. Thought I would do it tonight.
You are
Ah.
crazy, man.
Give it a shot.
Well, I'm saying that to someone who did the death nuts, what, 3 times now? 4, 7, 12 times? More times than I've seen anybody else do the death nuts, period.
Yeah, Charles says small piece. Look how sad Rob is that he doesn't have a bootleg. Big honking smile. I'm happy I don't have one.
Oh, man. A little nervous for it. Gage, you're in here, right?
Yes,
What's up, Gage?
Andrea Hymus. So Andrea's in the house and says, Russ is going to grenade the serpent's head.
We'll see. Yeah, thanks, Gage. Appreciate everything that you sent. It's awesome. I really do appreciate it. So I got the serpent's head right here.
I don't think so.
Go ahead and crack this bad boy open. I should have done that first.
You know, that looked a lot like a ahi lemon drop.
I wonder how many people would have got with that. Look at how well he's taken that. I heard that thing's really hot.
Oh, man.
Should I just go for it?
That's entirely up to you.
All right, yeah. Get this over with. It's got the smell.
Charles says, do it quick, Russ. I'm on break.
Speak, Russ.
Huh?
You have to speak. We can't see it. It's in the little picture.
It's on the what? I'm sorry?
You need to be speaking so the camera's on you when you when you're talking, so we didn't get it to see it. So
that's it right there. So far open. Got to get the seeds out. Oh,
that even looks gnarly inside.
Looks
Right.
really gnarly.
let me shave off as much of this placental wall off camera as I can. Just kidding.
Well, on the plus side, at least you just came from dinner, so we know you ate.
Right. I ordered the biggest freaking meal I could get there.
Hmm.
All right. Oh man. Come here. That last seed off. All right.
Hashtag
Okay.
pray for us.
All right. Got that right there. Oh, I can smell it from here.
I bet you can. I think I can smell it from here.
I don't know if you can see even on the knife. Probably not. It's got oil on it.
When you're done eating the pepper, lick the knife.
Shit. Right, Chad? Oh. All right. Cheers.
And now that it's too late, Charles said dinner doesn't help. So
Why don't you showcase Russ so it stays on him so we can see?
do that. I think I can do that. Can I do that?
It's hot. Man. Oh, that is hot. Sorry. Get all that out of the way.
How hot on a scale of like 1 to death nuts?
It's pretty up there. Probably like an 8. The death nuts being 10. That was a little bite I took too. Wow. Right on, dude. This thing is hot.
What Charles is saying. Hot. You saying hot? Hot. That was Charles. That's exactly how he described it. Hot. Hot. Only the meme was absolutely perfect because he looked just like, or he sounded just like John Candy in The Great Outdoors when he was saying bear.
Wow.
Cemetery's in the house. Hey, Cemetery.
What's up, Cemetery?
Got a paper towel.
Cemetery, you just joined us. Russ just tried the serpent's head.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. God, it burns so much.
Andrea's asking, Russ, does it make you want the rest of that half?
Not really, but I might take another bite. I don't know if I can eat this whole thing. Geez.
He is such a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, but you gotta think too. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and this is definitely helping with that.
Right?
And Russ, you went out of focus. There it goes. That's fine now.
Charles said, and Russ, you wanted to do the whole pod.
No way. I don't think I can. At least if I want to have somewhat of a decent day tomorrow. Our house is really hot, Gage. Oh.
Great. And I got some vodka with that.
And yes, Charles, I go by that adage, but I go by smaller steps.
Oh, I can feel the oil on my hands. Are you saying do the whole half, Gage?
Well, Andrea says, may as well just go for the half if you're going to go for another bite. Gage says, half, see if it's as hot as the nuts up by the top. Because you ate the bottom, so that's the weaker part of it.
But it's a non-super hot too, like we were just talking about with the placenta, where it is a super hot, I should say. Whereas with non-super hots, the oil is mainly concentrated in the placenta, whereas with super hots, it's concentrated on the inside of the entire pepper.
Yeah.
I've seen me do it.
And
It's like I just sit there and eat these things like nothing.
And Chad reminded you to do what I always do every time I eat a hot pepper. Don't forget to rub your face.
Right? How to rub the eyes.
Yeah, like Charles says, don't do it if you are uncomfortable, you know, peer pressure and all that stuff. But yeah.
But do it.
Did anybody have this? I ate all the death nuts with my left hand because I was busy trying to operate the stopwatch with my right. The next day, my right hand that I never even touched the death nuts with, like, reeked of hot peppers.
Gage says, Ellie beast it. Skippy, have a nice day.
Right? I'm just scared now. I'm kind of nervous to do this. But, man.
Only do what you feel comfortable doing, of course.
Cheers.
Oh. Ouch.
I'm going to put this down.
That pod is hot. Charles is yelling.
Well, that's half a pod right there.
Andrea says, holy schnaggies. Goodness, any of you folks keep up with Johnny Scoville? Yep.
I'm loving his live from the the hot sauce convention, where he's doing like, hey, meet my, friends, and they're doing hot sauce reviews and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, all those short ones. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too. Okay, where's the scale now, Russ?
Something. I've got the fear.
You broke up a little bit. Say it again, please.
I said it's still building.
Rip says, Russ, you are a beast.
Thank you.
And Charles wants to remind you, you can admit you are feeling pain out of it.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Well, we can tell the adrenaline's going because you can't sit still.
Oh, thanks again, Gage. Oh, what's up, Bear?
Aaron says, run a couple laps around the yard. Susie says, you got this, Russ.
Thank you, Susie.
Cemetery says, I will eat an ice cream sandwich for you.
Thanks. Oh, my nose is starting to run.
Sign of a good pepper, your sinuses turn on.
Right? Clear me out.
Has it surpassed Death Nut heat yet?
Yeah.
And stop touching your face.
I'm not using the hand. It was this hand.
Yeah, but you cut it with, you were holding it in that hand while you were cutting it with the other hand.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
All right.
As long as I don't do any of these. It's like a paper towel just out of arm's reach.
It's okay to get up and walk off and grab it.
I'm good. Freaking bugs. All right, now it's starting to die down.
Aaron's asking, the worst is the ear burn. Your ears burning?
No.
I don't get that either.
I get ear pop, where my ears will pop.
I've never had it affect my ears in any way.
I've never gotten the hiccups.
Everyday Canadian. I don't think I want to read that one to him. He might fall over. He's reading it to himself.
What's up, Scott? Maybe in a little bit, man. Not right now.
Yeah, that was a full half.
Oh.
Okay, Gage is saying a nice thing about it is it doesn't hang on a long time, so that's good.
The other half. They're right there.
Uh-oh.
Thinner than the one I just ate. Oh.
Charles says he gets the hiccups and the ear pop.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get the hiccups, but I've... No, Susie, never got the hiccups.
I've gotten the hiccups a couple of times.
I thought I was going to get the hiccups when I ate that Brazilian brain strain, and then I just threw up instead.
I'd have rather had the hiccups.
No, I'm pretty sure throwing up was a lot better.
Paula says, I think I would pass out. Yeah, probably me too.
So, was that a challenge? Do you want Gage to
No, I don't want one.
Not you. Paula, do you want Gage to send you one of these serpent's heads?
Chad says, I still have death nuts number 4 and 5 from Chandler.
Oops, sorry.
And I can't really read Paula's comment very well, but it looks like, uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not quite making it out either. I think it says uh-huh too. Charles says, it looks like the serpent had bit you pretty good.
It was hot. It's hot. It's going down. I got let off my face.
Aaron says, I'd eat that pepper up and cry like a little girl. I laugh because I'd probably do the same thing.
Right.
I've never tried a Brazilian starfish.
As if I. Coming out of it, Russ?
Sorry?
Are you coming out of it?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, it's still hot. I feel it. Like my nose burns in my mouth, but I mean, it's not unbearable anymore. Thank God. Why was that little bite worse? Little bite was killing me.
What's up, Black Mambo?
Black Mama's in the house. Charles says, way to go, Russ. Big old thumbs up.
Thanks, Charles. I don't know if I can do the whole thing. I don't know. You have to give me a little bit.
I don't know. That could be pretty tough. If you wait for it to calm down and then eat another one, it'll bring it back up. Where if you ate it now, it'll be at the same level.
Yeah. Sorry if you heard I got helicopters going by.
We even got a compliment from Gage. Says, yeah, man, impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, ahead of the game now, Russ.
And Black Mamba, you missed Russ eating the serpent's head.
Half,
Or,
half.
yeah, half of it.
Half of it, yeah. And from the looks of it, the larger half.
I'm still sweating.
I don't think that helps any, Aaron.
It doesn't.
I don't think anything. Everybody always tries to come, oh, eat yogurt or like use butter or milk or ice cream. I don't think anything helps. It helps very temporarily and then it's right back. I would venture to say even worse than it was before because you had that temporary relief and now it's right back and you like forgot about it for a split second and now it's bam right there in your mouth again. I always say you're better off just riding it out. Just roll right with it and I mean, it's not going to last forever.
Right. You can take it off me now if you want me.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can do that.
Staring at me. My ugly mug.
Well, when I had that piece of the chocolate bula, the heat lasted for at least an hour afterward. You know, it got down to being tolerable, but it took like an hour for it to completely go away.
I've never had one last that long. I mean, I think the longest I've ever had was maybe 10 minutes. Or no, the longest amount of heat that I ever had, and well, no, that wasn't heat. I was going to say it was the death nuts, but that wasn't heat. That was like, I really didn't have a lot of heat. It was like 10, 15 minutes after getting done with, or no, maybe it's 10 minutes after being done with the challenge. It just, all of a sudden, a wave of sweat just started coming over me. And it was one of those moments where I'm like, what the hell's going on with my stomach? Just sitting there concentrating, like, you're not going to throw up. You're going to be fine. But it only lasted for like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. After that, A-okay.
Everyday Canadian says, you guys need to play with some extracts. Nope.
No thanks.
Nope. Regular peppers are fine with me. In fact, most of them are too much for me, so I don't want to go even higher than that. Besides, extracts taste terrible.
That's what I've heard from everybody. I've only tried them a couple times in certain things, and I didn't like them. I never did Satan's Blood, but I did... No, what the heck did I do? The Apocalypse Pop. It was like a lollipop. I'm pretty sure it had extract. Came with a waiver. That's how you know it's it's good.
Well, look at Dave when he got that chip from the N&J show. There was 8 drops of whatever extract per trip or chip, and he said that tasted terrible because of it. Russ, how you doing?
I'm good. I got the sniffles, but I'm all right. Still got a little glow going on.
No, I don't want to try one of those. If it hit you that hard, no.
It tasted pretty good. I chop it up and put it in something like a pasta sauce or something. Crazy spicy.
Mm.
Yeah, you'll be fine, Rob.
I just hope I got enough food in the gut. I've been preparing for this all day. I was on my route eating. Every other swing, I'd be eating food. Went out to eat. I was like, what's the biggest thing y'all have on the menu? I'll take it.
Black Mama's asking, anybody try some curry? I think I had curry when I was in New York, but it wasn't like it was a real spicy, hot curry.
I don't think I've ever had curry. Any kind of curry at all.
How about you, Russ?
No, I haven't. My wife eats that stuff. Not like spicy that I know of, but she eats that stuff. I haven't tried it myself. You talking about curry or Ed Curry?
Oh, that's a
What's
good
up?
question. I was thinking curry as in Middle Eastern food.
That's what I thought too. I just want to make sure.
You
And
mean
nah, nah,
you
my
mean
wife's all into this.
you mean Indian food, Rob?
Hummus.
Somewhere over there. I just didn't remember which country.
It's Indian. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Indian because it's a big dish in England, and it's a big dish because they had a big Indian influence. Actually, I think chicken curry is like the national food or whatever of England.
Okay. Black Mamba says Indian food, so you were right. That Vet 19 chocolate is extract. Tastes like a cigarette.
That stuff does not taste good.
Oh, you're gonna survive for us?
Sorry, am I gonna what?
I said you're gonna survive.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, we'll see in a few hours how my stomach is, but yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, well that kills my next question because I was gonna say, oh, so you ready for the second half?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, when I worked in Georgia, one of the ladies in the office was from Jamaica, so she brought in this chicken that she made and said it was Jamaican jerk and gave me a piece of it, and I thought, oh, that's pretty good. Asked her if she'd make me some. She says, sure. And I said, can you make it hotter? And she says, sure. So she brings me back a few pieces. A couple days later, we go back to the hotel. I eat it. And next day, oh, it's good. Can you make it hotter? And she says, yeah, I can make it hotter. I'm going easy on you. Anyway, went back and forth like 6 times before she says, all right, that's enough of this. I'm going to make this as hot as I can possibly make it. And if you can't eat it, well, then fine. Don't say I didn't warn you. So she brings me back. It was like 8 chicken breasts and all sliced, so all the spices got down into the meat and everything else. Brought it home, ate 2 of them, lit myself up really good. Went back the next day and I said that was perfect. I said, can you make me up some wings? And she says, sure, how many do you want? I handed her $50 and says, whatever this buys, spices and all. She came back with, I think it was 9 dozen wings, all frozen. Because well, I was coming back to Minnesota and I was driving, so she got them back to me the day before left to come back, and they were completely frozen and frozen by the time I got back here. So I didn't get to try them until I got here. And oh, they were some of the best wings I've ever had.
Right.
What's up, JT?
JT's in the house. Hey, JT. But yeah, I like the Jamaican jerk type stuff, but I haven't had curry.
Yeah, I've never had curry, but I did have chicken wings that I made for a Jamaican girl that was working with me, and she thought it was amazing. And she ate all my chicken wings.
Yep. Barnyard Chicken says, just ran the video back and watched Dress eat it.
Thank you.
Russ, you're getting famous.
Thank you. Thank you. All in good fun.
Yeah, JT,
Oh,
if you
you're
missed
enjoying
that, Russ just ate half of the serpent's head.
The other half, right somewhere. There you go. The other half.
Yeah, and that's the smaller half, JT.
Yeah, and we don't know for sure or anything. We don't have any testing, but around our small community, we like to think that as probably one of the hottest peppers around.
Yeah.
Pepper X crap.
Turn this into a powder. Throw these on some nuts.
Well, here's a note.
Hmm?
Brando's in the house. Black Mamba saying, how hot is the serpent's head? What would you rate it as, Mr. Russ?
Hotter than a Reaper?
Mm, I don't know if maybe it's my tolerance went up, but when I ate that one Reaper, I like teared up like crazy. I could not stop tearing. Even Charles kind of called me out because I'm sitting there crying on camera. This one didn't really do that to me, but it was still like crazy hot. And it almost seems like this one actually stuck around longer. I know it seems like it didn't stick around that long, but I thought this one stuck around a little longer. Like I still feel it, and I feel it like in my sinus cavity. More so now, not in my mouth, but like on my eyebrows and my sinus cavities right here. I can feel it. So I think the Reaper had like a bigger sting to it, but this one has an overall more of a burn. That one just the Reaper just like I guess wherever it touched just it hurt. This one's just an all around burn. So I guess this one's hotter.
We should rename it. We should just call it Pepper X.
Call it Pepper Y.
Yeah, there you go. Pepper Y.
Brando, Russ just ate half of a serpent's head pepper.
Well, if you want to try it, Black Mamba, get up with Gage.
The pepper X.
Yeah, this is Gage's cross, right? He's the one who came up with it?
I believe
so, right, Gage? You're still in here?
I thought I saw Gage right a little bit ago. Sorry, taking my shoes off.
You have shoes
What's up,
on?
Brian?
I was out walking in the mud, so yeah.
Freaking eating alive out here.
Brando wants to know what the hubbub on the serpent's head is. It's
I'll be right back. Yeah, best way to describe it. Hot.
That's what Charles said when he tried it. Hot, 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 hot.
Doing cognitive.
Yeah, and that's what everybody says, Lord. Everybody has a hard time believing that the mustard pod is hotter than a red or a chocolate. And the closest I've come to trying Pepper X would be the Death Nuts.
Might try to pick up some of that last dab if we start sounding again. So it's not for sale right now, and it's going for a ridiculous amount online.
What, the Death Nuts?
No, the last dab. Supposedly has the Pepper X in it. I thought I would try some of that.
Maybe you want to talk to Charles about it. Charles always says, don't waste your money.
Oh, I forgot. You have tried that. Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, he says if you want hot, go for the XRSO. Cemetery says he got the last stab. What did you think?
He's at work right now, Mamba. Coming in every once in a while, jumping in and out. Freaking bug. Not even that dark yet, and they're coming out.
Where's Charles? Charles, he was in the chat there for a little bit. He is at work. He loves work so much that when they were like, hey, do you mind staying a few hours extra? He was like, absolutely. Yeah, there you go. Get that hashtag pray for Charles hashtag going. Exactly, Bloomberg. Sip, JT, sip. Yeah, Lord, can't remember where Charles did it. I think it was on his channel, Charles P. He did extra so a couple different times.
I think he did both of them on that video with the last guy, didn't he? He did like 2 sauces, I believe, on that one video.
Yeah, actually, he did the last stab versus
There you go. I
extra.
remember that a while ago. I saw that one.
And then the night that he did the what the heck are those crappy those 2x ramen noodle dealies? He didn't like the taste of them, so he put extra on top of that.
Nice. When he surprisingly, I like those noodles. I was taking him to lunch with me. They were my lunch. Without the egg, though. Without the egg.
You should. There you go, JT. It's a sign. Blumberg said sip, and you still have hot pepper schnapps. It's like a match made in heaven. There you go, and the peppers are almost white now. That's perfect. Speaking of the Serpent's Head, Batman has some vodka he's going to be sending to me, and apparently, it's got Serpent's Head in it, and apparently those peppers are pretty much white by now.
Hey,
that ought to be fun.
that's gonna burn.
I guess Cemetery likes those noodles. And Aaron, what do you mean by ranking it? He wants to know, Russ, where would you rank the Serpent's Head on the fresh peppers that you have tried? But what do you mean by that? Do you mean like on heat? Do you mean on flavor, taste, crispness, or all of the above?
The resin, this one had a lot more. You could see it and feel it. Even when I pulled it out of the box, cutting it open, you can see it dripping. Not too much, but I mean, you can see it in there. You can see the oil in there. The heat burn, I mean, the heat, it's pretty damn hot. The flavor didn't taste bad. It didn't taste bad at all. It didn't have like real huge floral taste to it. A little salty. It chewed really good though. The crunch was nice. It was nice, good crunch. Like these ones, that ahi, I see why you like them so much, Rev. These are the first ones I've ever had. And I was like shocked at how sweet they were. It's amazing how like there's so much sweetness to it before that heat builds. It's like wow. Looking forward to trying some more ahis. Way to grow some.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the ahi mango and the jabito. And I've never had an ahi lemon, so I've had the powder, but I've never actually had a full pod. So
I was curious. I've seen a lot of people posting King Starburst. Are those kind of sweet, or is that just like the name of it? How does that taste? You know?
The lemon starburst has a relatively sweet flavor to it, but it's nowhere near like berry amarillo sweet. It's got a nice citrusy undertone, but it tastes more fruity than citrus. When you've crunched all the water out of it and you get down to the actual pulp and everything else, the taste actually changes over to almost like when you eat a slice of an apple, the skin that's left behind that you're chewing on, it actually starts tasting like that until you swallow it. And then it's got a nice, almost dull undertone to it that's mild, but it's a mild like little bit of bitter to it. But it's overall it's a real fruity, relatively sweet pepper with some decent heat.
Wow.
It's hotter than an ahi lemon drop, but it's nowhere near a habanero.
That's cool. That sounds good.
Yeah, I did a taste test on it last week.
And Lord Cognus wants to know, what are your opinions on the Fatales? I think I'm the only one that grew them. I had the red Fatale growing, and it had a late start, and I never ended up actually getting a pot off that thing by the end of the year. But I do have a white Fatale growing this year, so I can let you know later.
I don't
But
think I've ever had a Fatale.
if I go from Dave's opinion, they're really great.
Oh,
Jesus.
so Russ, you can eat that second half?
I don't know. I don't know. I just saw my face on the replay. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you're not nearly as red now as you were then.
Still feeling sweaty. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll take it.
Aaron said Russ looks like a youthful Abe Lincoln.
Well, thank you.
Just need to get you that stove top, or what is it, stovepipe hat or whatever.
Thank you.
I disagree, JT. It's not hard to eat ribs and type in the chat, but you will get rib barbecue sauce all over your keyboard.
He took another bite of the pepper.
And look at that. Another Canadian right there. Sorry, I'm back cooking ribs. What a coincidence. Two people right outside of Winnipeg, both cooking wings at the, well, one eating wings and one cooking all at the same time. I'm with you, Bloomberg. I'm not a big rib fan, but I am right this second.
Pass them out, guys. Pass them out. Okay, Russ, how's it doing second time around? And yeah,
All right. Who's a little one? Kind of brought the tingle back.
You go for the other half already?
Just a bite.
Oh.
Ah, it takes so long to build. Yeah, ask me that again, Aaron, and yeah, I think this one's pretty damn hot. Oh. I'm getting more of a flavor now, I guess, because I'm kind of ignoring the heat. I can taste it now. It's good. It's hot, but it's good. Or it's hot and it's good. Ah. Did you leave it on me again, Rev?
No? We're just watching all the fun that you're having.
Yeah, we're
Right.
just being quiet.
I don't know why the little bites hurt more.
And Rob said he'll pull out his teleporter real quick. Did you see that news? Like, I think it was 3 years ago, maybe 4, that they actually transported a light particle, which is like step one of actually having like a transporter type device. I forget exactly where they did it. I think it was within the U.S. It was like Texas to like New York or something like that, but they actually transported a light beam. I haven't heard a word about it since, but I was going to say that.
But as a Canadian, anything above freezing is oddly warm.
Yeah, anything close to freezing is like really, really cold down here.
35 degrees is shorts and t-shirt. Springtime warm weather.
Yeah, 35 is freezing to us down here.
It freezes down here maybe 2 days out of the year. Today I think it was another 104.
Oh, to live somewhere that doesn't freeze ever or get really cold ever.
Come on down, Russ.
Uh,
It was still like 99 degrees, and it was like 2 in the morning.
Rocky Harris is in the house. Hey, Rocky.
Rocky.
And JT, snow cones are overrated. I'd much rather have heat than snow cones.
Russ, you don't seem to be reacting as hard this time.
No, I'm good. It wasn't. I didn't need a half or nothing. Giant bite. Another bite. Might be it for me though. I don't know. I don't want to jinx myself.
Wait, Susie, you never had a snow cone and you live in Manitoba? Like all you have to do is walk outside with one of those little cone things and just scoop the snow right in and then just put some of that liquid on there and you got one.
Paula says it's been rainy in 60s here for the last week. Finally starting to warm up. Yeah, we had a couple days in the upper 60s. Didn't taste like wet lemon one bit. Oh, man.
Well, you said the yellow ones are overrated for sure. Didn't taste like lemon. Yep. Don't eat the yellow snow.
Yes, I do and never have. I've eaten snow when I was young. Not yellow snow, laughing my backside off.
I never ate yellow snow either, but good point, JT. Scoop the snow, pour on lemon juice, and watch your friends freak out while you enjoy it. Gross.
Get my sinus to calm down.
At least it looks cloudy there, so it might not be quite as hot. Haha, joke, joke.
Yeah, pretty good actually. Feels pretty good out here.
Yeah, it was feeling pretty good here. Just I don't know, like an hour or two ago. But I mean, it was well over 100 today. I never looked at the temperature or anything, but everybody was freaking out about like the heat index and how like I don't know, everybody was worried about heat stroke and stuff like that today.
Yeah, today's my second day back at my route from injury. Barely my second day, and yeah, I think at the peak it was over 100, but it was humid. It doesn't usually get humid here, so when it's humid, it's unbearable.
Yeah,
Talk
it's
about heat
also
stroke coming off in like 13 miles and there's about 20 pounds on your satchel in the heat, in the sun.
it's always humid as heck around here because there's water everywhere around us.
No, thank you.
And today I was I got to use a jackhammer today. The jackhammer was almost as tall as me and it weighed probably more than me. Had to use that, which you don't use them like most people, where it's like straight up and down, so it'll like support its weight. You put it on its side. That way, like you're holding all of the weight of the jackhammer as it's like pounding away onto like the concrete. I did that for 10 hours today.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm getting buff, man.
Right? Score tomorrow, damn.
Not only that, but it's just bump, 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 bump. Like you just vibrate the entire time. I still feel like I'm vibrating. That, and I don't feel like I could hear anything because I had earplugs in all day long. And when I took them out, like everything just seemed weird because I was listening all day to loud noise with earplugs in. So like the whole ride home, I kept turning the radio up, and I'd come to a red light, and I'm like, "Holy cow, why is that so loud?" And I would turn it way back down.
I didn't do it.
That's awesome, Rocky. Gotta love those days where it storms, so you don't have to water the garden. Everybody got storms yesterday. Maybe we're gonna get storms coming up shortly. Oh yeah, Thursday, Saturday, storms.
All the cool things doing up.
What's that?
Have all the tourists already filled up?
Yeah, there's tourists everywhere here.
Yeah.
This week right now is like the biggest week out of the entire year. So we probably have the most amount of people here right now. I realized that when I went to the grocery store yesterday.
I haven't had a chance to watch your beach video yet. I was wondering that. There's so many people out on the beach already.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Need to make a better video. I should have did it today, actually. I drove by at like 5 o'clock, like every single crosswalk. I had to stop and let people across.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the other video, I drove for like miles before I even had to let anybody across. But that was like the difference between 3 o'clock and like 5:30. 5:30, everybody's like, "Oh, we're done with the beach. We've been here all day." Jeez. Susie says it's still sunny and gets light at 4:30 or 5 a.m. Doesn't get dark until around 11 p.m. Jeez. I think the latest it gets dark here in the summertime is like 9 o'clock.
I'm going to have to spray. I'm getting amazed at the amount of bugs are out here. Creepy. Usually don't come out till my food light comes.
Yeah, mine around here, like as soon as the heat of the day goes away, the mosquitoes are out.
Hmm.
It sucks. I was making fun of my neighbor for cutting the grass like in the middle of the day. I'm like, why doesn't he wait until like, right before the sun goes down? And then I cut my grass like right when the sun went down. I was just getting swarmed by mosquitoes. I'm like, okay, I guess that's all on me. I guess he had the better idea.
Yeah, they always tell us down here, don't even bother being outside at dawn or dusk. That's when they come out. We've already had a couple of West Nile virus cases here in the lower valley.
All right. I don't think we've had any of that yet, but I've already been bit so far by ticks, chiggers, fleas, and mosquitoes, and a lot.
Yikes. There's a mosquito today. And I'm trying to get a bunch of mosquito from citronella ones. I've got a bunch of them hanging around. I'm trying to get them nice and big. I thought maybe they would help, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like it.
Don't ask me. I don't know nothing.
What about the tinfoil to stop the aliens? I thought everybody knew that.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't even know what like chiggers look like. I don't think we have those down here. If we do, they keep calling something else.
They look like little black dots, and you really can't see them. You just know that you have them because you're itchy as heck. What they do is they attach themselves to a hair follicle, and they follow it all the way down to where it goes into the skin, and then I don't know if they bite or what they do, but they do something, and it irritates the heck out of you for like a long time. And then they'll usually like move on to another hair follicle, like they'll hit you here, and then they'll move over here and do it again, and then over here and do it again. So you think like you got 30 of them, but it could have been like 4.
Wow. No, I don't have those.
Yeah, they suck so bad. And around here, there's so many spiders, they get caught in the spider webs. So pretty much if you walk through a spider web, well, like in the wood type area, like not in your house, but or like garage or whatever. But if you're like in a woods area and you walk through a spider web, good luck, man. You probably got a pile of chiggers.
Ooh.
I remember one year I had like I think it was 450 chigger bites on just this upper part of my leg on the right side, and on my left side I had like 250.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I learned don't walk through the woods in the middle of the summer, no matter how bad you want to put up a deer feeding station.
Aside from like the brown roosters that we have to watch out for, one of the big things is like the block wall behind me. These things are everywhere here in El Paso. Like I'll see videos and I'll know you're in El Paso to see that rock wall. I think aside from Phoenix or in Arizona, usually don't see these kind of walls. But over here on these walls on the bottom, black widows like to make their nest or make their web from the wall down to the sidewalk. So a lot of people they don't know you can't walk right next to the wall. Like you can't have your legs brushed up against that wall, and you're gonna have who knows how many black widow spiders. Or people that like walk their dogs and stuff. You have to know like don't put your dog nearby that wall. It's just gonna spend the whole time walking through black widow web. Sometimes you'll just see tons of them just all down the block.
When I first moved, I've never, I don't think I've ever, or no, I guess I have seen a black widow web. But I've never seen them like that though. But when I first moved here, it was right after like a nor'easter, which is just a northeast wind that sustained for like a day or two, and it blows stuff around. But the very first place I worked for, one of the very first jobs, they were like, walk around this house and pick up all the trash. I'm like, okay, that's easy. So I'm walking around like there's a Doritos bag, here's a shingle, here's this, here's that, like a piece of a 2x4, and I'm just walking around grabbing all this stuff. One of the very first things I grabbed was a shingle. When I made it the whole way around the house and all the way back to the truck, I was getting ready to throw everything in, and I looked at the shingle that I picked up first, and like 3 inches from my finger was a black widow spider. Very first black widow I ever saw. I was like, what the heck? But no, it's like me and the wasps. We're okay. Like, I won't mess with them. They don't mess with me, and it's all good. Because I've been around thousands and thousands of black widows, and usually they don't do anything. I'd find them in pump houses. I wouldn't do anything. I just let them be. I would like have somebody else do my route for a week, and I would come back, and they'd all be dead. Like whoever was there, they were just going in there, like killing every single spider they could find.
Yeah, my old house, we used to have problem with scorpions because our house, it was a brand new house that got built in a new development way out in the middle of the desert. And so yeah, we'd have a ton of scorpions out there. And we learned, if you see one, there's another one that travels pairs. And these little gold ones do. So that would be like our whole night. There was one time I was in my little garage man cave area, and I saw something fall from the ceiling. I was like, what the heck? And I had a little hemp bracelet thing on the desk, and I saw something run over to it. What the hell is that? And sure enough, it was a little baby scorpion. And yeah, we get on the rest of the night trying to find the second one. Sure enough, we did it all the way like by from the water. Damn scorpion.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. Or no, I've seen a scorpion. That's right. I saw one in New Mexico. When we drove all the way out to Colorado, we went into Albuquerque. We just stopped at this gas station. Actually, I should have a picture somewhere. But we went to a gas station. I'm like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I started walking over towards the gas station to ask if I could get the key or whatever. And I just look right on the side of the building, and it's just sitting there. I didn't know they could, like, hang out on the side of a building.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been hearing rumors. My buddy had his brother was in the military, and I've been hearing rumors that because Fort Bliss is right here, a military base, it's one of the big bases where all the stuff flies from here to the Middle East and back, that a lot of the camel spiders are starting to hitch rides on the equipment that are coming back, and they're starting to find them out here in some of the outskirts of the city. I don't know if you ever seen those, but I don't ever want to come across one of those bad boys.
I've heard of them, but I've never seen one.
Yeah, go on YouTube, and man, I've seen some of them. They're sitting there on a wall just eating a lizard that's probably about that big. And these things grow like monsters, like monster spiders.
Oh, heck with that.
You know, and I'm hearing they're hitching rides on the equipment and all the planes flying back here.
I don't know. I've found that most people fall into one of two camps. Either you don't mind snakes and you hate spiders, or you don't mind spiders and you hate snakes. I kind of fall into the I hate snakes category. Although I have found people that don't like spiders and they don't like snakes, but usually it's one or the other. Like my dad, he doesn't care what kind of snake it is. Like he walks around here like, hey, look, there's a water moccasin. Just like picks it up. Like, dude, the thing's poisonous. He's like, oh, no problem. Just cuts the head off. I'm like, you are absolutely insane. Whereas like me, I would do the same thing with some kind of spider. Like, whatever, just pick it up. It's okay.
I don't know. Spiders don't bother me that much. Like with my job, I have to walk through bushes a lot. When I have to cut corners and go through people's yards, under trees and all that kind of stuff, I'll be kind of like, man, I'm in too much of a hurry to freak out. So I'm picking little spiders off. Snakes, I haven't come across around here. It's kind of developed where I live. But the few times that I have, I don't know. They move pretty fast, man. It's kind of freaky how fast they move.
That's what freaks me out. It's usually like feet from them, and they just take off real quick. And I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, jump into that fight or flight type mode. Like, a spider has never done that to me.
Have a good night, Chad.
Later, Chad. Oh, and Chad said, Happy Canada Day.
I don't mind spiders, and I don't mind snakes.
I mind snakes because they're everywhere around here.
At least here, like in the desert, I'm sorry, Rob.
I just said catch them and eat them.
I've never had snake before.
I have. I've had rattlesnake, I think that's it. Like eastern and western diamondback rattlesnake, but I don't know. It's not that great. Their bones are made of cartilage, so you got to like remove the bones if someone didn't actually do that for you already. So I don't know. I'd rather eat chicken.
Yeah, steak takes a while to eat if the bones are still in it.
And it's hard to get them out too.
Yeah.
But I'm not above it. I'll do it.
And especially if you're really hungry and out in the middle of nowhere and don't have access to other food.
If that's the case, I'll eat almost anything.
Right?
Spiders, grasshoppers, I don't care. Yeah, it's probably the best reason to eat a snake, Aaron. So, Susie, how does that work? It's Canada Day, so everybody gets the day off, or specific businesses, like, like bank holiday type businesses get it off, or, like, does your local tire shop, do they close down, or are they still open, or, construction, does that still go on, or are they closed down, or, because, like, in America, like, most of the bank holidays, like, a majority of the businesses don't work, but I've never had a job where you usually get any of those bank holidays off. I'm always working on
They go moose tipping.
them.
Cow tipping can be fun.
You got to be careful when you go moose tipping.
Yeah. Cow tipping can be fun.
And good luck moose tipping, even if they are sleeping. Holy cow. Those things weigh like 2,000 pounds or more. What if you gotta work, or if you must work, they gotta pay you more? That's pretty cool, I guess. That's a good question, Blumberg.
Funny on my if you see on the 4th of July, I know they changed the contract, but when I was starting out at the post office, your your position isn't exactly the same. You don't get paid as much. You can work holidays; they don't have to pay you. Like me personally, since my position now, if I work a holiday, they have to pay me a lot, quite a bit more. So they don't do that to us. They make the guys that they don't have to pay. So that's why you notice on like Sundays, certain holidays, you see the postal trucks out there zooming around to the back. Kind of one of the sad things is those guys have to do that. But yeah, if they were to make us work on a holiday, they have to pay us quite a bit more. Sometimes they do. Like Christmas, some days, some people work Christmas and they want to work Christmas Day because you'd be amazed how much that you get on your check working that day.
You can pay for Christmas just by working Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's all based on like seniority. So, I mean, only the guys that have been here for a long, long time work those days. It's like that. I'd rather have money, you know.
That's hilarious, Susie. JT, Susie's asking, did you hear that a moose was loose here? I was waiting for a moose loose in the hoose, but loose here in the city of Winnipeg. That's hilarious.
Sounds like a
Whoa, that is a great idea. A pub in Canada called the Loose Moose. It's an awesome idea, JT.
Well, the beginning of last week, a black bear was spotted in town here. Normally they don't come into town, but they saw one on walking down the road, not too far from here.
We had a black bear right up the road in like one of the beach towns. It swam across the sound and came over onto the beach side. Just was hanging out. They spotted it a bunch of times and were trying to like trap it and take it back over. I thought that was pretty funny. I've not heard about that. Although we have had across the sound, there have been, I don't know, been here 18 years, so I guess probably like 15 sightings of alligators, which is pretty crazy.
Those, no, no, no. You talk about snakes and spiders, that, yeah, alligators, that's probably the one animal I'm like, nah, anything that's fast on water and on land, you stay the heck away from me.
Yeah, I don't want any dinosaurs anywhere near me.
Right? Yeah, it's probably the one animal I don't want to get, I don't want to meet up close. No, thank you.
You know, another one that I would be scared of if they weren't so small is a chicken. Do you ever watch a chicken like just size you up and everything? Like those things are like prehistoric dinosaurs, but like a lot smaller now. When I had roosters, man, those things would attack me, and they were like 3, 4 pounds, and I'm like 130. Well, now 130. I was like 120 then, and they were attacking me like, yeah, you ain't nothing, buddy. And like, I can't imagine if that thing was like even 50 pounds.
Ostrich.
Oh my god. But that, I mean, I don't know if you heard about that, but that is like one of the theories they're throwing around. They don't know what to do with right now. That dinosaurs used to be birds, like have feathers and all that stuff. And like I know Jurassic Park, what part 2 or 1 or what? No, part 1. I think they were talking about it where they were kind of like, you know, like chickens or birds or whatever. But scientists are actually like throwing around the idea that possibly they were like a bird type creature. It's pretty scary because if you watch a chicken, man, those things are relentless. They're just like the only thing that registers with them is, can I eat that? I think I can eat that.
Yeah, I'll pass on the dinosaurs.
The heck with that. Some people are talking about bringing them back too. Doing like, well, they started talking about it with woolly mammoth. Like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. It starts with the woolly mammoths. Next thing you know, you got raptors running around and like some Tyrannosaurus Rex. Heck with that. Yeah, pretty messed up. Aaron said, I know a lady that feeds chicken to her chickens, to her pet chickens. Well, my chickens are all dead now because they all ate each other. So that's fun. Started off with that pretty Polish chicken that I had, my favorite chicken. Guess they didn't like it, and they all attacked it, ate it. All I found was like the leg bone and part of the thigh. Good point, though, JT. Mammoth ribs would market well. Fred Flintstone used to like them. That's a good point. Imagine campfire to put that sucker on a spit. Yeah, Blumberg, chickens will eat anything except I found a little tiny garter snake in my greenhouse, like, I don't know, 2 years ago or something. I tried to get the chickens to eat it, and they wouldn't eat it. I don't know why. Who's Chicken Joe?
I don't know, but Bloomberg. I want mammoth ribs now.
Clone those mammoths, dang it. I need some mammoth ribs.
You know what, guys? I gotta cut out of here. My kids are sitting for me.
I'll be back real quick then.
All right.
I gotta say this. I'm either gonna watch Trolls or Monsters University for the millionth time. Literally. We've already seen them once today, or they've already seen them once today.
You know, kids, man, when they find something they like, can't get enough of it.
I know. We keep trying to show them other movies. We have all these other movies to watch. We have Netflix. We got Voodoo. Nope. They want to see Poppy. They want to see Mike Wazowski.
I'll watch a video of a snake massage. Ugh. You mean a snake getting a massage or a snake giving a massage? Either way is kind of freaky. Good comment, Cemetery. And Rocky. I didn't even think of that. Dang, I'm getting slow. So Chicken Joe was from Surf's Up. I don't think I've ever seen that. Weird snakes giving a massage. That's not going to be a thing with me. Gage said, "Great job, Russ. Hope you enjoy the other stuff."
And thank you, Gage. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything that you said, man. You took a lot. Those sauces are awesome. I still haven't tried those nether rubs yet, man. I'm waiting to get some choice steaks and see if I can cook them overnight and pop them on it and see what it does. Or at least little pieces, pop it on. Kind of experiment with it. And the candy, see if I can get Barbie to try it. If I get that on camera. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I seriously do.
We all thank you.
I just, yeah. If I eat the rest of this, I'm gonna have a bad night.
Yes, thank you, Gage. We all thank you.
Are you working on the fourth, Rev?
I don't know yet, but from what I gather, probably. I'm pretty sure my boss doesn't believe in any kind of holiday, so. I don't think he does anything but, like, do the job that we do. Like, I heard him saying the other day, he was talking to somebody else, and he said that he goes to bed every night at 8 o'clock. I'm like, 8 o'clock? Like, I'm barely home by 8 o'clock. How the heck are you going to bed at 8 o'clock, man? Like... But then I heard him say something about, like, he's up for, like, an hour watching the news and, you know, basketball, or, you know, sports and all that stuff in the morning before he goes to work. I gotta leave at, like, you know, just before 6 o'clock to make it to work every day. So I don't know what the heck time he's getting up.
Nah, I can't do that, man. I get up and I go to work.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't get up and do stuff and all that. I get up and I go start to work. I'll hang out and do all that when I'm going.
Yeah, I have all my stuff ready to go. So I wake up, I, like, you know, stumble around, get my clothes on and stuff, walk out, get my, like, lunch stuff all ready, and I just walk right out the door, get in the truck, and take off.
Yep. Same here, man. Same here.
I get to work, and people probably think I'm high as heck, but I'm just, like, still out of it. I'm still half asleep, and I'm like, whatever, just tell me what to do. Point me in the direction, I will start doing it.
Yeah, that's me. I walk in, people are, y'all right now? I'm waking up. I just got up about 15 minutes ago. My station is literally like 7 minutes away, man. That's one thing I love about being station or not. So in fact, I just get up and go, man. I'm still wiping the sleep out of my eye by the time I walk in.
I wish I could work that close to home. I got to drive like an hour usually every day just to get to work. It sucks.
Yeah, just about every good job I've had to do that. I got to go all the way across town on I-10 in the middle of rush hour morning traffic, and then when I get out, the rush hour, like everybody goes to the west side to go to work. but everybody lives on the east side. So it's like two different rush hours, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And yeah, it's about an hour in the middle. Which if it's clear traffic, it's about 15. What's up, buddy? Yeah, that's what I like about this job, man.
Yeah, I had one job where it was like 3 miles from my house. It was still kind of a pain in the butt, but I didn't like that job, but I definitely loved the drive. It was great. And I had a company truck, so it's not like I had to pay for gas. I just hop in the company truck, drive on over there.
Nice.
And for like pretty much 18 years that I've lived here, I've worked like 27 miles from my house, which is pretty much an hour.
Oh, that was.
All right. Barbie was outside pulling weeds in the front and didn't have gloves on. What are you doing, babe? You should have told me, babe. I would have helped. And then that's the weeds where the cactus was.
I know.
She was pulling the weeds where that giant cactus came out too. So of course there's going to be quills there.
Ow.
Hey guys. Somebody's always running into that. Okay, let's go. Come on.
I'll be in there in a minute, babe. I'll be right there. All right, guys. I gotta go, man. I gotta get with the family thing.
Alrighty, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, trying that Serpent's Head, man. That was awesome.
Thank you, Gage. Thank you, Rob. Always. Thanks for having me on the show, man. I appreciate it. Everybody else in the chat, thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully it was entertaining. Shelby wants to show you guys. He went to mention that game. Check it out.
Cool.
All right, I'll let you guys go. Get back to it.
All right, see you later, Russ.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Later on, man.
Oh, that was definitely interesting.
JT, you are absolutely correct. Rush hour is the seventh ring of hell. We don't have rush hour traffic around here. We just have traffic.
See, that's why I like this little small town. When it's rush hour, it takes me about 30 seconds to a minute longer to get somewhere than non-rush hour. Rush hour here lasts about half an hour.
Well, if it's check-in day around here, to go from here to Corolla, which is like 22 to 27 miles, it could take me 45 minutes to an hour, or it could take me 5 or 6 hours.
Nope. I timed to get to work or get to the shop a couple days ago. From the time I put my truck in gear to the time I take it out of gear at the shop is right about 3.5 minutes. That's not getting over 20 miles an hour the whole way. We have uncontrolled intersections, so there's no stop signs, no yield signs, no nothing. Or a bunch of blocks before I get to any controlled intersection. So I only get up to like 20 miles an hour so I don't get hit or hit somebody. But yeah, 3.5 minutes. I could beat a Susie and back in 6 hours. 2 cars in town equals rush hour here.
That's kind of what it is in the wintertime. But not in the summertime when everybody comes here for vacation. Dang. Are you talking about cemetery? Are you talking about mile per hour? 45 mile per hour in town and 80 on the highway?
Russ is still out there. Have a good night, Russ. Russ should do an aftermath video on how this one hits them tomorrow. Hmm. Sound like a motorcycle revving up outside. Yeah. All year, except hunting season. We get busy for hunting season. I'm not surprised.
Well, that's a very important time, especially up north.
Yeah, but even me who lives up north, we talk about going up north. So where do people in Canada talk about going? Oh, we're going to go up north. Where? To the circle? Yeah, the Arctic Circle, that's it.
They would go down south.
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna go down to Michigan or Minnesota and go hunting. Cemetery, where do I live? Oh, good one, JT. Pretty sure Rev lives at home. Yeah, that's about it. Eastern North Carolina, right by the beach. By the beach, boy.
Because Canada, cool. Freezing, maybe.
Canada is cool. Not
Freezing.
hot, cool.
Frozen, even. Matt's in the house, says howdy all. Good moose hunting in northern Manitoba. We don't let the tourists shoot there, though.
Well, that sucks. I would be a tourist.
Hey, Rev, I enjoyed the beach drive the other day. Fun to see other places. Oh, he would hate my last driving video then.
I tried to get more hot chicks in bikinis as they were crossing the road, but they just weren't out at the time, so I'll have to do another one. I almost did one today on the way home because there was tons of hot chicks in bikinis walking across, but I figured this is 4th of July weekend, or week, so all week I could just keep shooting video and then just do a compilation of all the hot chicks. Put one as a thumbnail, that way I get a bunch of views, you know.
Clickbait! Go for it. It could be interesting. Especially if you stop and they're walking across and you give it a little honk on the horn and yeah.
Well, that's the
Different
thing.
reactions you get.
When they're gonna cross or they're trying to cross the road, I always stop for them. That way they can just cross right in front of me. Camera's right there. Work out for everybody.
Go for it. I'll let you.
Sweet. Appreciate that, guys. I thought nobody liked my non-gardening videos.
One of my favorite channels was Deadma5. He did a thing called coffee runs and would take random famous people for a drive across the city to get coffee and record it. Yeah, I remember that. I saw a couple of those.
Who's that? Is that like the Dead Mouse?
I don't know.
The not techno. What the heck is it? Electronic dance EDM guy or whatever. The guy with the giant mouse head. I love that guy.
Join Rev for hashtag Bikini Cam.
Hey, hey, hey.
Cemetery, at least you own a box. I just sleep in the grass under the bridge. The bridge keeps you, yeah, dry rocky. Yes, the Dead Mouse. The EDM music guy. Okay.
Love that guy. He has so many songs I like.
I know a guy that was actually sleeping under a bridge here. for a good part of the last fall and into the early winter before I finally caught a break. Bikini cam. I think you could do that, Rev.
You could do what? Sleep under a bridge?
No, the bikini cam.
Oh, I know I can do it. I've done it. Just haven't published it. Heck, hey, I got like 3 people saying they want to see it. I'll do it tomorrow.
Hopefully Paula and Susie aren't taking offense at it.
Susie doesn't care. Paula may.
I haven't seen Susan in quite a while.
No, she's been dogging us.
Uh-oh. And some of them he would go, parking garage toll-free hunting. Okay. And that's what the toll guy is, since his low Ferrari would go right under the toll arm with no stopping. Oops. Susie says, I'm here, sorry. Well, don't be sorry. I was just wondering if you were getting offended by the bikini cam talk.
I think she's all for it.
Probably. Oh, now she's got the excuse she's trying to cook. At 9:30 at night.
Yeah, well, it's still light for another 2 hours.
Well, that much is true, but you still got to get up in the morning.
I don't know if she wanted me to show, but that's what she's cooking.
Okay, that looks tasty.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, JT says, should have seen people's faces when I'd get out of that little car. Imagine me, 6'5", and my friend who stood 6'3", both of us getting out of a Fiat X19.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds small.
Well, you know what a Fiero looks like, right?
Yeah.
The Fiat X19 is the same basic shape, only a couple feet shorter, lengthwise, and it's narrower and it's lower. For the two of us to sit in there, we had to pull the seats out, and we put seat cushions in before we would fit. Sitting on the floorboards, my head was rubbing on the sunroof. And watching the two of us get out of there, we got the weirdest looks you'd ever imagine. Rev, you need to carry some hot peppers with you and have the bikini chicks model with them, thinking they'll be on a TV show.
But then they'll know I'm actually recording them. If I put the camera on my dash, they don't really know.
Fiat's a tiny, yep.
Kind of like a Geo Metro. I've seen a Geo Metro.
Yeah, but only shorter than a Geo Metro. I fit in a Geo Metro on the seats.
How can you fit in a Geo Metro? I barely fit in a Geo Metro.
I didn't say it was easy. I just said it.
I just said I could make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, they got me into a La car one time, and it took 3 people to get my legs in and around. Then I went to get out, couldn't get out. They had to come in through the passenger door and literally pull me out the passenger door to get me out of it. I don't need a convertible Miata. I like my big old F-150 and my Challenger. Thank you very much.
Well, wait, to be perfectly honest, I don't think anybody needs a convertible Miata, except for maybe a college girl. Unless you're going to take that Miata and... Am I thinking of the right one? Yeah, the Mazda Miata. Yeah, take that thing, pull the engine out of there, and put in like an LS engine. Then you've got my attention. Supercharge it, you really got my attention. Hey, Matt, my buddy just bought a Mini Cooper. Well, I guess he is a little bit shorter than me, but I don't know. On the whole, I guess, like he's thicker than me, I'm skinny, but I'm taller, but he's shorter than me, kind of thing. So on average, we're about the same size, kind of thing. But he just bought a Mini Cooper. He says they're awesome. I've never even I've been around them, but I've never actually sat in one. But he loves that thing, little 5-speed thing, and I forget what he was saying. He was getting on gas like 27 or 30 miles per gallon or something. I never really liked them until I saw, what was that movie? Like Ocean's 11 or something? Didn't they have like the car chase scene with the Mini Coopers?
No, that was in Ocean's 11. That was the one where
The Italian Job?
the Italian Job. That was it.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, wow, they can fit on a sidewalk. That's kind of cool. In Europe, sidewalks are smaller over there. Yeah, and they are surprisingly peppy. I've never driven one or like even watched one drive or anything except for that movie, but that's what I was thinking. But when I looked at it again, I'm like, but they are so small. Like kind of like if you put like a V6 in a Geo Metro. Like I'm sure it's gonna move.
Like the guy that took the smart car and put a 1000 cc Suzuki Gixxer motor in, and I think it's sit and light its tires up, and he kept the 6-speed motorcycle transmission in it, and the thing was just unbelievable from what I hear.
What's up, Julian? And Julian says, I hear they drive like they're on rails.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Hey, Jillian.
I love that saying. Ever since I first heard it in, of course, Pretty Woman. Corners like it's on rails. Fun fact, my grandma watched Pretty Woman with my aunt, and she said it was so disgusting. Such a disgusting movie. And, like, my parents are like, whoa, must be, like, really bad. And then we all watched it as a family, and we're like, man, there's nothing bad in that at all. Like, yeah, she was a prostitute, but it really wasn't that bad.
Always wanted to weld a V8 into a Chevette. I know a guy who did that. He regretted every minute of it because he could not get traction. He had to put like an extra 600 or 700 pounds of weight over the back wheels just so he could get some decent traction with it. But once he did, it got up and hauled.
I was gonna say, I don't think I'd want to put a V8 into a Chevette, but there's a lot of different combinations that I would like to see.
Well, it's like putting a V8 in a Vega. I've done it 3 times. I used to race one for like 3 years.
Well, even like remember back in the day, those S10 pickup trucks, the smaller ones, and you could like pop out like the 4-cylinder and put a V8 into those things. You really didn't get any traction. You had to have like big wide tires and like put a bunch of weight in the bed.
Yeah, modified suspension so it drops. My Vega didn't have a problem getting traction when I wanted it to. But then again, I had 33 by 19.5 inch Mickey T's on the back end too. But yeah, Mickey Thompson Dre radios. Ha, that'll do. Yes, they do. They're very good. I could lift the front end off the car if I wanted to. The front end of the car off the ground if I wanted to. Matt says, so I've been growing out 8 Jimmy Narodello for the last 2 months from seed and soul cups, transplanted them tonight in 2 each, 5-gallon containers, thinking of making legs for Italian food with. Thoughts? Go for it. JT's laughing at me. Too funny, Rob. But yeah, good idea. Do it.
I don't even remember a Vega.
Think of a 1980 or 1976 Camaro. It had the big headlight rails that went down the whole front of the car. The Vega was that shortened up with a hatchback instead of a trunk.
Gotcha. All right.
I've had, I think, 7 of them so far.
Dang, I I haven't had 7 of anything. I had 2 Dodge Ram pickup trucks. I had wait, 2 Jeep Cherokees. I think that's the only thing I've had doubles of. I had like a black cargo van that looked like a serial killer slash, rape van or whatever. Luckily, I was like 16 at the time, so nobody cared about that. They just thought, "What? You got a ride? Yeah, I'll go."
GT says, who remembers the AMC Javelin? I do. There's a guy about 2 miles from here who has 2 of them that are in near show quality. He's been restoring the both of them for many years.
I don't remember the Javelin, but I remember a lot of them. My, what was it? My third vehicle was an AMC Jeep Cherokee, 1987, the year they sold to Chrysler. Or actually, they sold after. But love that. That was my absolute favorite vehicle, and to this day, I'm so mad that I got rid of it. But at the same time, the transmission went out. I pulled the transmission and rebuilt it like 7 times, and still couldn't get it back together correctly. Like, I would rebuild it. Like, the cluster gear went out. I replaced the cluster gear, put it back together, and I messed up a bearing. So I'd take it back apart, fix the bearing. I messed up another bearing. Pulled it back out, fix that bearing. I messed up another bearing. All different bearings. And eventually, I just got to the point where I was like, heck with this. Just started driving something else.
Julian says, I don't want anything you got to have 7 of. I was building them as race cars. So that's why I had 7 of them. 2 of them were basically for parts cars. But I had a 76 that would run 10.5 second quarter miles at about 140 miles an hour.
Izzy says, got a 67 Chevelle. Ooh, that's nice. Had a 396, but Dad got a custom engine when he left it for me. What kind of custom engine? 396 is pretty good. 750 horse. Okay, well, that's custom. I love Chevelles. That's one of my favorite.
Here in Houston, there is at DMC, DeLorean Motor Company, headquarters factory. Only one in the United States. They still build a few each year. There's a big H-Town DeLorean Club. That's neat. Yeah, I heard about that place. You can get all replacement parts or have them build one for you.
No way. I didn't know they still built them.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. I wonder if they have an option of getting it to look exactly like the Back to the Future car.
I haven't heard of that kit in a while, but there was somebody who was selling the add-on pieces to make it look like that. Nice, yeah, that's quick. My Kia goes 0 to 60 in about 10 seconds. My Challenger does 0 to 60 in less than 3. I don't even have to leave first gear.
0 to 60? No, I definitely could beat 10 seconds. I had to think about it for a second. I don't know how fast I could actually get to 60. I haven't done 0 to 60, but I bet you I could definitely get there. I'm going to go out on a limb and say under 8. Might be wrong. It does have a 5.7 Hemi in it. What is it? 345 cubic inches. But it's also a pickup truck, so not a lot of weight in the back end. And if you do floor it, you spin tire.
Funny you mentioned back to space, because there's a guy in the club with a car modified like that. I'll try to find you a picture I have.
Of course there is a guy like that. If I had one of those cars, I'd be that guy.
Yeah, it sucks DeLorean didn't last very long. I always like the style of those things.
Oh, JT says his Jeep, which he's got a Jeep Grand Cherokee, Does 0 to 60 in about a week or so. Maybe you should get a 454 and throw that in that sucker. That would be pretty cool. Nah, I wouldn't go big block. Go with do some kind of small block. And then turbo it. Turbo's the poor man's supercharger.
Something along the lines of a 360 small block.
That would be good. Or wait, 360. What the heck do you have?
396.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think it was 360 because I had a 360 in my 5.9 Dodge Ram. It wasn't a Hemi.
Yeah,
B 0.2.
6.2. 6.2, 396.
396. Throw a supercharger on top of that thing. Ooh. Or even better, dual turbos. Bump it up. Put new. Damn it. About to say plugs, not plugs. It's on the fuel rail. It's your fuel injector. Bump up to like what 100, 120. What's up, Russ?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to jump back in, man. I was talking to Barbie and sorry. I wasn't. Am I interrupting?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were sitting around, we were talking, and thought, man, we can't let that pepper go to waste. And I had thought that let me go ahead and at least take one more bite out of it, but I'm not going to do it.
Because I am.
Oh
Nice.
man.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so let me tell you. I got a wild hair up my butt today. Started pulling weeds without gloves, knowing full well there were cacti literally littered in this 10 by 10 area. Huge cacti. So now I figured, what the hell? Russell told me what he was doing, so I'm going for it. Can't be that bad, right?
You're going to eat that whole thing?
Why?
I would probably take a little bite first.
What is it, guys? Tell me, what is this? How bad is it? How bad is it?
If Russ is saying take a little
I'm
bite of
waiting.
it, I would take his advice.
Just a little bite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a teensy bite, but yeah,
I was going to eat the whole thing, but I shouldn't.
try a bite first.
I'm having fun. You got me nervous. Like this? Is that too big?
You already had it in your mouth.
It's hot. The what?
They're watching fireworks.
Yeah, my kids are playing over there.
Yeah. Doc says,
It's starting to develop. Oh, there are seeds in there.
You got it,
But I do like peppers that way. Ooh, it's hot. Oh my god, I'm just drooling on myself. I'm so hot.
Julie says, do it, Barbie.
Russell messed me up by taking one bite. I should have eaten the whole thing if I was going to suffer.
Yeah, you guys are, you can hurry up and bite it.
How hot it? Yeah. Oh my god. You guys eat this stuff? I'm sweating.
I will be honest with you, I won't touch it.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
That's why
It
I
was
won't touch
flavorful
it.
for a minute. Ooh.
Man, the gauge take off.
Oh my god. Do you grow these things?
Gage is growing those.
Hmm?
Gage is growing them.
Gauge, the guy that sent me.
Oh my god. Very hot. I wonder if gum will help.
I got
No,
some Reaper.
it won't.
Thanks.
Nothing's gonna help, man. Only time.
I think I'm gonna start crying. Not because I want to, it's just uncontrolled. I'm having tears.
That happens.
I ate a pepper. It stings. Woo!
JT said, Chuck said, you go, girl.
The good thing is I used a fork. Last time I touched my eyes, woo! Okay, it's fading, it's fading.
I'm gonna put Mad Dog in the
Oh my goodness, thank you.
It's so hot.
Mama, you want some Mad Dog in those chilies?
It's kind of nice though because you feel so many
Mama,
taste buds.
do you want some Mad Dog in those chilies?
Nope. Ooh, it came back. Ooh,
Daddy,
it came back.
do you want to drink
Woo!
Mad Dog?
Babe, could bring me more water. Oh, my stomach's getting too full of water.
Is that your new favorite pepper?
What is it?
Is that your new favorite pepper now?
Oh my God. I'm so glad I didn't eat the whole thing. Thank you for stopping me. Oh. Oh. Water.
And yes,
It comes and goes. Comes and goes. Oh. See, like right now I'm okay. It feels good, yeah. But then it hits. Rises up. So many taste buds. Thank you.
and yes, Susie, you should do the Death Nut Challenge.
Who's that
Everybody will
talking?
love that.
I am so deaf I can't hear this thing. It's so loud.
JT says my taste buds are so alive right now.
What? Oh, what?
Oh. Come here. I need your shoulder to cry on. I'm just kidding, babe. I'm okay.
You on my shoulder. Ah! Ah!
I'm sweating on you, babe. Woo! Where did Daddy go? Wow.
Look at that. Look at that. Next to you.
Oh,
What's next to
Yeah,
you?
a lot of people say beer doesn't help, but I disagree with that.
Ooh. My eyes getting puffy? Woo! I'm crying. I've got dripping snot. Ooh. I'd rather go back to pulling those weeds. Oh. I got the little spines, little cacti spines in my hands in certain spots. I can't see them, but I can definitely feel them. Every now and then I rub over it. So I thought, yeah, I'm feeling frisky. What the hell? Why not? Let's eat a hot chili. Ooh.
so would you like to
After
finish
about
it
20
off
minutes
now?
of suffering, after 20 minutes of suffering, I'm going to say, yeah, that was great. Let's do it again.
You know, you can always finish off the rest of it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what Russ is saying there in the chat.
Ooh.
And he's got the I thought it was a hashtag, but it's not. It just says another bite Barbie.
Oh, shit. Oh. I am. Oh, no. I learned my lesson. I'm not going. Well, you have to build up to this, don't you? Oh, my tongue. Oh, my God, my tongue. You should have let me eat the whole thing from the beginning, because now I don't want to do it. Like I said, if I would have suffered, I think it would have been equal. I would have suffered just as much.
Well, anybody want to send Barbie another full pod?
And I saw it when you showed it to me, and I thought, ooh, that's ugly looking pepper. That was all gnarly.
Yeah, it's a mean looking pepper.
It was. It was. What is it called?
The serpent's
Is that a pepper?
Serpent's head.
Oh, God. Woo! Don't crash into this.
Careful,
Okay?
Bubba.
Oh, my stomach hurts so bad.
All right?
Yeah, more from the water. I'm out of water to drink. Ooh, I drank a lot of water.
Solid advice from JT there.
Good though. I think I'm good now.
You-
All right, how much is left? Okay. Ah, just kidding.
Oh,
No way.
Go for it, babe.
No
Go
way.
for it.
Oh my god. You ate the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, I'm burping. See, I forget I'm on freaking video. I don't want to. I don't like being on video. I used to call it video instead of TV. It's good, guys. It's good. Well, thank you for that. I think I'm better now.
You did very well with it. So
how long was I suffering? How long was I suffering for?
Rob just asked, how was it?
You know what? I'm much better now, and now I can appreciate the taste. All my upper lip right here is burning. The inside of my mouth, the tip of my tongue, that's the serpent's head right there. It was rough. My stomach's fine. I'm fine. It wasn't too bad. It was bad. I lied. It was very bad, but it wasn't too bad at the same time. I know that doesn't make sense. It came in waves where it would taste good, and I thought, oh, this is flavorful, yes. And then boom, it hits you, and then I thought, okay, I can deal with it. It's not burning me anymore. And then all of a sudden, it would rise up again. Whew. So many taste buds in our mouth that you never aware of. We eat crap all day long. It like wakes them up. Oh, that was nice though. It was enlightening. I can appreciate it. I can appreciate you guys. I can appreciate Rose more. Ooh. My kids are rich.
You did very well with it.
Think so?
Yeah, better than me.
Yep.
You tried it?
No.
Oh.
Neither have I. I don't plan to.
I could see. There's no more beer. I keep trying to get. I can see how people like it though, and I could easily see how you can build up to it though, the tolerance. But yeah, it was hot. Want to take over, babe? Want to take over? Thank you guys.
Yeah, no, we'll hang it up.
Thank you for letting me crash your party.
Yeah, I just want to jump in real quick because she wanted to try it, and I was like, nah, these guys got to see.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barbie.
Yeah, but no, we'll let you go again, man. I'm sorry to just pop back in, but yeah, she wanted to try it. I said, nah, we got to go live for this.
Yeah, and JT says, get that woman a tiara.
All right. But all right, I'll hang up with you guys, man. I'll let you guys know. I gotta let you guys go. Just want to add a little extra treat.
All right, man.
Yeah, she did really well at it, though.
All right. I'm proud of her. All right, guys. I'll let you guys go, man.
All righty, we'll see you later, Russ.
Later, guys.
Later.
I like that. Barbie can eat a serpent's head, but can't drink a pickle icy from Sonic. I still say I'd love to try one of those.
Not me. Sounds so gross.
Oh, I save all my pickle brine and dump it in a cup, and I don't drink a whole lot at a time, but I drink it. None of it ever goes down the drain. Anthony's in the house saying hi, everyone. Hi, Anthony.
What's up, Anthony?
Coming in for the last few minutes of the show. Anthony, Russ ate over half of a serpent's head.
Yeah, then Barbie ate a bite of one. I'm kind of glad she didn't eat the rest of it. Or no, he did an entire half a pod, and then he did another bite.
Yep.
Oh, are they?
Bread and butter pickles for the slushies or whatever. ACs? In that case, no.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. I could eat the pickles, but I don't want to have a slushie made out of bread and butter. That's ugh.
Let's see. Yeah, Australian family. Oh. Okay. Matt says, Rob, I've had it twice. It's not bad, but a homemade one would be better. Sonic's leans more towards the lime flavor than pickle.
Uh,
Okay.
Charles is just screwing with you. I guess it is dill pickle.
JT says, only 2 hours now. No, we're coming up on the 3 hour mark here, JT. You were just really late.
Yeah, we switched it around since I got a different job. We go 8 o'clock Eastern on Mondays. That way I can get off early, and that way I can get up early. But Fridays are still 9 o'clock Eastern.
Even when Charles isn't on, he's still messing with me.
That's Charles for you. Charles loves to have a good time. And messing with you is one of the good times that Charles likes to have.
I agree. Ah. And at least I know he's just messing with me anyway, so that's all right. Cemetery says they got a week off. Matt says, actually, now that I think of it, Sonic's taste exactly like the pickled Gatorade flavor. Pickled Gatorade flavor? Never heard of it.
Never heard. Well, I haven't had Gatorade in years, so.
Yeah, me either. JT says, me? Late? Could be. Feel the love, Todd Rob Jeff. Yeah. Oh, the fun things. I tell you, the fun things. But Barbie took that pretty much like a champ. I thought she did really well.
Very well.
I'd probably be sitting here rocking back and forth, not being able to talk like I did with the chocolate bootla. No. No, I kind of know my limits somewhat. Oh,
No, you don't. That's like saying me and Charles and Blumberg and everybody else knows their limit too. We don't. We think we know what our limit is. And then whenever we go over, we're like, oh, right, limit was a little bit before that one.
I've just exceeded my limit. Yeah, I know that situation.
That's where that light goes off like, oh, I'm over my limit right now.
Yeah, Barbie took that totally like a champ. But on Twitch, I'm making a lot of friends. One of the guys that I talk to, he hears me talk. I talk in the Minecraft videos about this channel and the Meetups live and challenges, that type of stuff. So he decided that he wanted to try a hot pepper. So we ordered 3 peppers on Amazon. They were supposed to arrive at his house today. And he's going to do a live stream tomorrow night of him eating one of them. He has never had anything hotter than a habanero salsa. And he ordered dried reapers.
Well, at least dried isn't as hot as like an actual pod.
Yeah, but it's still pretty dang hot.
Well, it's the hottest pepper in the world, so.
Yeah.
You said there was 3 ordered. Was one for you?
No, he's down in Charles's neck of the woods. Let's see. That boy better get her a tiara for the next live stream. Yeah. Your limit, you just disregarded a lot. I agree there too. Love barbecue dinner. I think the chocolate pot I sent you, Charles, is my limit. It's pretty hot for a while. Limits are meant to be pushed, but not exceeded. Limit. That says, Rob Z, what is Twitch? I'll watch. www.twitch, like you have it spelled there, .tv. It's a live streaming site where people go and live stream, basically.
No, Matt wants to know what the guy who's going to eat the peppers Twitch is.
Oh, what's his Twitch? I didn't see the H. Okay. Bob the Mob. BOBTHEMOB. Bob the Mob. Like 0103. He's supposed to do it. Well, his plan is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Time. Same time that I go and do my live stream, so I won't be able to watch it live myself. But yeah, Yankees 50 is my channel. But yeah, my buddy's Twitch.
Yeah, that's a good point, Matt. Matt likes to say the Reaper is the hottest tested pepper in the world.
Yep.
Pretty sure there's hotter out there. Yeah, well, a lot of people say the Serpent's Head is hotter. The Bootla, the
The Serpent's Head is pushing it.
the Butch T cross with Reaper.
Yeah, how it's tested.
Yeah, and I think Susie's messing with Matt there because we all know that Pepper X was supposed to be certified by last November, and we still are waiting for the results.
Matt, GT wrote it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments earlier. Yankees 50 is my Twitch, my Minecraft channel.
Yep.
Mickey Mouse, is he making fun of me spelling it out? Hope not.
There's JT reinforcing your Twitch account. Yankees 50. And YouTube account too, right?
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube as well. Thank you for the reminder. And if we want to get into it, most people know that Rob Z is also my main YouTube one. There, my intro's done, or outro's done. And it's 10 after 2, so time for your outro too. And yes, I'm teasing. But for somebody who's never had anything hotter than habanero salsa, to sit down and he plans to eat an entire dried Reaper. Looks like my Twitch is slacking, Rob. Trout is live right now with 35,000 viewers. I've only been doing it for a couple months. I'm happy with my 83 followers.
Next, you're going to compare him to Ninja. Ninja's got like 250,000 people watching him.
Yeah. I actually sat and watched him one day, and I don't see why everybody likes to watch him. It's a pompous... No, I'm kidding. I just didn't like his game style. I sat and watched him for about an hour one night, and I'm like, why? I don't find it entertaining, but yeah. But that's just me. I don't care for Fortnite. I still need to get on that whole Twitch thing. Yeah.
I don't think bread and milk are going to help that guy, JT. Like we were saying earlier, I don't think anything helps. Maybe temporarily for like a split second, but then you're right back into it. So you're better off just riding it out.
Yeah, we gave him as much advice about it as we could, and biggest thing I wanted to drive home was eat a lot before you do this, because he's doing it at 9 o'clock at night. So he's going to have, if he has issues, it's going to keep him awake all night. And I told him, chew it up. Don't swallow it in big pieces. Yeah. Yeah, PUBG is a whole lot better than Fortnite. I agree with you there, Matt. And Fortnite, with the lawsuit coming up, is they're saying it's probably going to disappear within the next year or so.
Wait, what lawsuit?
Blue something. The owners of PUBG are suing the owner, whoever.
It's
The
been
owners. What?
It's been dropped.
The one in South Korea?
The one that said that Fortnite copied their game or whatever?
Are you talking the U.S. case?
Mm, I want to say it's international, but maybe I am thinking U.S.
Okay, because the U.S. one isn't going to go through. They're suing them out of South Korea because of the way the laws are over there. And last I heard, it's been going forward again. So I don't know everything about it, but they're saying Fortnite is going to be gone within a year.
Or wait, my bad. Whatever lawsuit that I was thinking of, the people that brought the lawsuit dropped the lawsuit. It wasn't dropped by the courts or anything. But I could be talking about a different one. It could be the U.S. one or something like that. It could still be going on in South Korea or whatever. But
Yeah, because from what I'm hearing, the first ones, there was something about it where they didn't think they'd win in the U.S., where they were doing South Korea's laws are more something or other, and that's why they wanted to change it and move it over there. So they did.
maybe
And
that's
since,
maybe that's part of the story that I didn't hear about. Maybe they
yeah,
dropped it in the U.S., moved it to South Korea because
yeah,
they could win over there. Good point.
yeah. So, but yeah, they're saying Fortnite's going to be gone. So I don't mind. DT says World of Warcraft is where it's at. Teach schnapps then.
Never played it.
I've seen it played. I don't like the all top down type things too much. I mean, it's an interesting game, but it takes so long to get somewhere. When I lived in one of the last apartments I was in, one of the guys that would come and stay all the time played World of Warcraft, and I'd sit and watch him play, and that didn't interest me. Here's a Google Drive link to the Houston coffee and cars pictures I've taken. The DeLoreans are in there. Cool. Capsaicin Theft Auto is where it's at. No. Show me a Ghost Pepper 280Z. Man, is it quick. I'm sorry. But putting the fuel in the Ghost Pepper 280Z is just too expensive unless it's fall time.
Yep, pure capsaicin oil.
It's just too expensive. Blumberg laughing out loud. Ah, but yeah, it should be proved to be an interesting show. And he said he was going to take and after he was done, he was going to post it to YouTube. So hopefully it's going to be interesting, and I hope he doesn't hurt himself too bad. I'm not going to say how old he is, but he's sub 18. And I don't know why he's doing it, but he said that I was the inspiration to him trying it. But you better not blame me, because I just talk about the challenges and fun we have with it. And I tell people, I got lit up on it and that kind of stuff. It runs on fish water, man. Nope.
It's my favorite thing about like any kind of hot pepper challenge is because most of us do not have any kind of cockiness whatsoever going, I can take that. Most of us go into it going, oh, this is going to mess me up so bad. But the people that go into it like, I'll be fine. Those are my absolute favorite ones to watch. And I don't mean like Brando. Brando can handle anything. I mean the people that are like, I can handle a Reaper, and they barely can handle a jalapeno. And then like the look on their face when they start chewing, and it's like chew, chew, chew. And they have that look on their. I love that. That's my favorite thing about anybody eating a hot pepper.
Play Mahi Rob. Yeah, because I saw a video where this big hulk of a guy and his friend who was a little bit smaller. They had two Reapers. Oh, I can do this. I can do anything. It's not going to be that bad. And just like you said, they both pop them in, bite off the stems, throw the stems. Oh, this ain't bad. This tastes pretty. And the guy walks over to the side of the rail, spits it all out.
Yeah,
by
that's
the
not
time
going to
the
help.
video's done, yeah, by the time the video's done, he's gone through a quart of milk. His eyes are watering so bad that his face is just down and it's spread out wet and into his beard, and his beard was wet, and he couldn't stop salivating, and his nose was running down through his mustache and down the side of his face. And I just sat there and laughed because I know better. Oh,
Oh, JT, you're telling Susie to be brave. You should be on the be brave train too, because they'll send the. Wait, wasn't Russ saying they? Wait, can't remember now. But they were sending the death nuts to Canada because Susie got some. You should grab some, JT. You can hop on the live stream when it happens.
um,
You'll love it.
GT, Brando, that hashtag is not gonna fly.
What hashtag is that, Rob? Maybe
The
you
one
should.
that they wrote in there about some particular pepper for some particular person is not gonna fly. Ah, their pepper challenge turns into a gallon of milk challenge. Yeah, well, the one guy only had a quart and he finished off the entire quart and he was still crying. And I mean, this was a big, burly guy. I just had to laugh.
And I don't think it's scientifically proven because I think some people can get away with it. But isn't it like widely known that you can't drink a gallon of milk within an hour or whatever? And yet people that eat hot stuff like try to drink a gallon of milk, like they're just like gearing themselves up to puke.
There are people out there who can drink a gallon of milk in an hour. Um, there's a food challenger out there. Rena is crazy. She drinks a full gallon of water twice a night to keep her stomach expanded, and she can take and put away a gallon of milk without an issue. But she's one of these people who has worked for quite a while to expand her stomach out to be able to handle it. But yeah, it's very few people. Yeah, and they drink it in like 6 minutes. I remember that. Yeah, Matt Stoney's done a gallon of milk with 3 boxes of cereal in a great big huge bowl in like 12 minutes and drink it, all the milk with it, and had no issues with it. So it can be done by those who study to do it. Huh?
But most people can't do it.
No. No, if their stomach capacity isn't that big. Well, like Raina, she figured it out that right now her weight limit of food to eat is just over 10 pounds that she can eat.
Jeez.
She can drink a gallon of water, wait for half an hour, and then drink another gallon of water. And one of her interviews says that she drinks 2 gallons of water every night before she goes to bed.
That way she can be up bright and early for work.
I'm sure she's up multiple times, but she didn't say like right before going to bed, but she said before bed. So maybe it's an hour or two ahead of time, so it's got time to pass. But most people's bodies can't process that much milk that quickly. I agree.
And I'm with Susie. She says she never drinks milk. Same here. I can't tell you the last time I had milk. But she also said I don't eat ice cream. I have no problem with ice cream. I don't really eat ice cream, but I don't know. Every once in a while, I'm thinking, man, it would be really great to have ice cream, but I usually just never get it.
Yeah.
On the rare occasion I go to Wendy's, I'll be like, give me that 99-cent Frosty.
And Brando, you may be joking on that, but that's not going to happen, so let's cut it out. Okay, GT says most folks can't do what Johnny Scoville can either. And for that matter, we can't do what Brando does either as far as hot things go. But yeah, there's those special people out there that are able to do it. Must be one hell of a pee in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, Molly Schuler did the big Texan 3 times in a row in 30 minutes. You sure it was 30 minutes? Or was it the one where she did... There was one that took her 47 minutes. I think... Did she do 4 of them? Because I remember her doing 3, but I thought it was 3 in 47 minutes, so maybe it was 4 and 37 minutes. Molly Schuler is a very big competitive eater. She's small like you are, but she can take and put away just a crap ton of food. Frosties are amazing. Frosties are for kids. I'm just a big kid. JT, that's enough. It's not going to happen, so let it go. Just like I said to Brando, that's not going to happen. Okay, it's either gunshots or fireworks. Oh, hopefully it's fireworks. I'm with you there. Frosties are amazing.
Well, it depends. I mean, where I grew up, sometimes, 4th of July or New Year's Eve or whatever, didn't have any fireworks. You just grab your shotgun, just go out and fire a couple shots into the woods.
Yeah. Frosty fries. Yep.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've never tried it. I don't know. I love Wendy's fries. I love their Frosties, but I don't want to combine the two. Weird like that.
I've done it a couple times, and it's good for the first few, but after that, forget it.
Yeah, I don't want my fries to get cold. I mean, they're already like cooling down every second that I have them with me, but I don't want them to actually get down to room temperature. I like them to have a little tiny bit of heat.
Alex is in the house. Got my building permit for my greenhouse last week. Start building next weekend. Cool.
What's a building permit?
Yeah. Alex, how big is the greenhouse going to be?
7 by
7
35.
by 35.
Nice.
That's cool.
The only thing that sucks about that is 35 is a long distance to, 75. Depends. But I don't know. You might lock yourself into a certain amount of plastic. That's the only thing that I would do different, would be section it into like smaller sections so you could buy smaller pieces instead of like having to buy the big pieces.
Well, let's find out first. Alex, are you putting plastic over it? Or is it going to have plexiglass walls or other types of walls? Because if it was just a frame with plastic over it, you might not need a building permit. But if it's got plexiglass walls and that kind of stuff, okay, rigid polycarbonate. That's probably why you need the building permit for it.
So what is that, like the plexiglass looking stuff, or is that the like greenhouse plastic?
Soft light polycarb. I'm thinking it's like the plexiglass looking stuff. So that's why you may need the building permit, because it's a more structural building, or structurally sound building. You know what I'm trying to say, so don't listen to what I say, listen to what I mean. Want that Suntech stuff myself. Attached lean to on garage. Okay. Well, at least you got the one main wall there for the garage, so that'd be cool. Cut down on the cost a little bit. So cool. Glad to hear it, Alex. Hopefully it's going to have a heat source and be able to be run all year. And a cooling source, of course, but that's just a given. From 2x6 and 6x6s, garage is heated. Sweet. All right. Well, we're 20 minutes over. I think we should call this show and presentation and stream and maybe a night too.
Alrighty. Then like that. Done. And before anybody can say anything in the chat, we're out of here. So something I was gonna say. Oh, JT, check us out on Friday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern. Join us. Bring drinks. Maybe that schnapps that you were talking about. That'll work out perfect.
Yeah, you can take and finish it off. Heck, you got time to start a new batch.
Absolutely. All right, but that's it. We were here. We were live. It was awesome. You guys had a blast. So did we. We'll catch you on the next live stream now that everybody caught up with the chat or caught up with the live stream that it's over. So, all right, we're out here. We'll catch y'all later.
Hashtag because Rob said so. Alrighty, everybody. You know the sites and everything else. So thank you much for joining us this fine evening. I'm sure we both appreciate it. And yeah, we had a good time. So we will see you later. Bye.
And don't forget to check out Charles P on everything. Pepper Lovers, Pepper Lovers Community, the Pepper Lovers Marketplace, and also Russ is, quote, Yaya is me, and give him much love for him and Barbie being on tonight. So that's it. Oh, you got more?
No.
Oh, okay.
I agreed with you by saying yeah. Now I'm waving goodbye.
No, I thought you were going to say yeah and like go into more talking. But okay, that was it. We were done. All right. See y'all.
Bye.